Hello everybody, welcome back to Steve's Gear. And today we're going to do another TEMU haul. So in reality, I actually like doing these TEMU hauls. I like picking stuff off TEMU and just picking it up and checking it out, see if it's any good. Sometimes I get stuff for the house, sometimes I get stuff that just catches me off guard. So full disclosure, this is actually take two. I got about 3/4 of the way through take one, and somebody called and I needed to take the call. So it was all messed up. So I went ahead and unpackaged this stuff. So it's going to be out of the little plastic bags. But it should make it a little bit quicker to go through. You guys won't have to watch me struggle with the bags. So let's go ahead and get started. Got one big bag here. Now some of this stuff, two of these things were special requested. And so I'll let you know when we get to that. All right, so the first item I picked up is, this is like a little air fryer oil mister. So this just unscrews here. Obviously you'll fill it up with whatever type of oil you want to use. And then it's just a little spray pump for misting your food when it goes into the air fryer. I don't have one of these. I've seen them on some YouTube videos. I just recently kind of got into doing some stuff in the air fryer. So I thought, oh, what the heck, we'll pick one up off TEMU, see if it's any good. Now this one came in at a price of $2.69. So it is relatively inexpensive. So hopefully the little spray mechanism actually lasts more than about 2 days. Let's see here. Next items are, so I picked up some gloves. I just happened to be getting ready to check out. These were like some kind of suggested item. And I thought, what the heck? Let's go ahead and try the gloves out. Now these are supposed to be some outdoor weatherproof wind blocker gloves. These come in at $5.48. Now these are the Windstopper XY, and then it has a little, I don't know if that's the brand, HK XY. These are an extra large, and they actually do fit. So once I put them on, I can zip them up, and really for $5, they're not too bad. They feel pretty comfortable. I got movement on my hands. It looks like they have a little bit of texture on the fingertips for maybe trying to use a touch screen on a couple of the fingers. I've bought worse gloves for $5, so these will be good ones. I'll probably keep these, maybe in the little door compartment and use them like when I scrape the windshield in the mornings or something. So these ones actually aren't too bad. I'll probably use these quite a bit. Next item we got is, as I bump the camera, now this is kind of a strange one. So I went ahead and picked up these little USBC heating pads. So these can be used, well, I don't really know how they're designed to be used, but I was kind of thinking about stuffing them in those gloves or maybe putting them in some boots. And they come with these little connections here that you can unplug. So you could put it into something and then plug it in. Plenty of wire it comes with the plug, so you could probably run them all the way from your feet all the way up. I did bring in a power bank because I don't know how warm these are going to get. So we're going to go ahead and plug these in. Maybe we're going to plug them in. There we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and plug them in for a minute, and we'll just kind of come back to them in a second and see how warm they get. And those little heating pads came in, they were pretty inexpensive at $3.98. So we'll see how they work. Next item I picked up is a cast iron cleaner. So I do cook with cast iron every once in a while. So I thought I've seen these little cleaners like at the sporting goods stores, but they're like $10 for the name brand one. And this one came in off TEMU for $3.48. So kind of like just a little, kind of like chainmail type stuff. Looks like it's got a little hook if you want to hang it. And should be pretty efficient for cleaning up some cast iron. So I'll be interested to give this a shot. I've never owned one of these, but I think it'll make it pretty handy. I do like to take cast iron sometimes when I go camping for more than a couple days. So I'll be interested to use this out. All right. Next item we picked up is kind of a silly item. So I picked up a little egg poacher, microwave egg poacher, or egg cooker, I should say. So I'm going to go ahead and pause. You can pause it and read the directions if you want to. It's really just a little plastic case that you can put a couple eggs in and cook. I don't know if this is really going to work. If you guys are on YouTube, I don't know if you guys ever watched that YouTube channel called, like, I think it's called Freaking Reviews, and he does like all the as seen on TV stuff. He's always doing egg stuff on there. So I saw this and thought, oh, what the heck? I could even bring this with me to a hotel if I'm going to be there for a couple nights, and buy a 6-pack of eggs, cook them right in the microwave, and give it a shot. So this is something I don't know if it'll really work, but I will give it a shot. Let me know in the comments if you've ever picked one up off there, if you've ever used one, if it's any good. Now this next item was one of the special request items. So a little while back, I had a gentleman by the name of Chris in Missouri commented on one of my TEMU haul videos, asking me if I put another order in sometime, if I would pick up the tactical EDC pouch. So I searched for it on TEMU, and this is what actually came up. So I hope this is the one he was looking at. It did come in a couple different colors. I just kind of picked up this kind of tan color. This one here came in at a price of $4.49. The outside material doesn't feel too bad. I mean, it does have some little, I don't know if it's even going to show. It did come with some frays. But it feels kind of like a nylon material. Now, it's not, I would say, the same kind of material you're going to get like off a Maxpedition bag. A little bit of loose thread there, but this little front mesh piece here does not have any Velcro, so it's just loose there. You get the little patch there for putting on your patches. You get some little zipper pulls with some little plastic end pieces here. Now the zipper is what kind of is not the best. So you're not going to get YKK zippers, but this zipper has been giving me a hard time. It keeps getting stuck on the, the fabric around the zipper area. It just doesn't seem to fold in correctly when you're zipping it up, and it gets caught on it all the time. So the zipper's been a real problem. I never can get in the right direction. Now, as far as it goes on the inside organization, it's not a ton. You're going to get 2 big pouches in the back on each side. And then this side is going to have 1 big piece of elastic behind it with 3 kind of separated parts. And then this side has 2, they're kind of split, a little bit larger sizes, then it has 4 smaller ones on the front. And then you get that little key keeper. So not a ton of organization on the inside. You're not going to get VanQuest or Maxpedition quality out of it. I mean, we kind of know that for $4, but if you can get past the zipper being a little bit more difficult, and I don't know if you put some stuff in it and get it filled out a little bit, if it's going to, help it out. But yeah, the zipper is pretty rough. At least on this one I got. I had a really hard time even getting it to zip open and closed. So, take it for what it's worth. The zipper isn't that good. If you're looking for something to just throw some tools in that you're not going to use very often, like for underneath your seat or behind your seat or something, it might not be bad, just to store some stuff. But if you're looking at using it every single day, I'm pretty sure that zipper would irritate me pretty bad after about a day. Okay. Next item is... So the next item is this little survival flint magnesium rod. Now, the picture on this one, on TEMU, was kind of a stolen picture from like a more high quality brand one. So we'll go ahead and take a look at it. Looks like inside the package you get the little pieces here, and then you do get, looks like a little piece of paracord, and then there's a little extra O-rings and a little split ring there for putting it on your keys or whatnot. Now this one comes in at $3.48. You got to kind of put it together. So it's got a little screw side on this side, and you just screw it right into here. And then this piece will just screw right over here. And that's where that little O-ring is right there. And should keep that pretty watertight. And then if you want to, you could just run that paracord, looks like, through here. If you wanted to tie yourself a little lanyard or something right onto there. And then this piece will actually unscrew. It looks like you have like a little striker there. So when you unscrew this, you should be able to just strike that right off of there. So pretty cool little piece. I mean, really, it feels like it. All the threads feel good. Feels like it's pretty well constructed. For $3.48, I think it's a pretty good little value. It's pretty slim, pretty sleek. You could stick it in a little kit or something. yeah, I don't think this is actually a bad buy for the $3. So that one's kind of a win so far. All right, the next one isn't anything super interesting. I picked these up just because I was interested in them for my house. But these are air fryer parchment paper. So it's just the little liners that go in your air fryer. You know, it kind of helps, you know, with cleanup being easier. You get a 50 pack of these for $3.09. I don't know. I think I'll use them. So this is one of those items I just kind of pick up for the house. Hopefully, and put it with that sprayer I picked up. Should make a pretty good little kit for my air fryer. Next item is the other item that Chris in Missouri was asking me to look at. It's a hybrid gear clip, which is basically kind of like TEMU's version of the Hero clip. Now, unfortunately, this one isn't that good a quality. You know, when you kind of unhook it, while I think it will work, it does feel a little bit on the cheap side. I mean, it does swivel just fine. And, you know, it just doesn't feel like a heavy-duty material. It's not going to hold a ton of weight, I don't think. But one thing is the little carabiner piece here did come bent. So it's pretty well twisted up. I don't know if I got some pliers, if I could kind of twist it back. But, I mean, you can see that it's not really aligned very well. So, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Now, this wasn't very expensive. This one came in at $3.58. So it is less expensive than buying the name brand Hero clip, but, you know, is it really worth it if it's not going to be that good a quality? So, yeah, I guess time will tell if it's any good. If you're just looking to hang something off a chair, set at the house or something, I mean, I think it'll still work even with that kind of that bent clip. But for this one, you know, honestly, if you watch Amazon, those Hero clips go on sale sometimes, especially for ones that are like this size. You know, I would probably just spend the extra money and get the name brand one. But if you're in a pinch, I guess this one would work. Next item is a pretty cool one. So I picked up a watch. Now, I never ever planned on buying a watch from TEMU. But I saw this one on there and I thought, you know what? What the heck? So this is an Air Force field watch. It comes in at $7.48. And it did have a little insert in here underneath the crown to pull out, and then you push the crown in, and it actually does work. I haven't set the time or anything on it, but I just kind of got this little nylon strap. Now the back side of it is, it just says stainless steel on one side on here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. And then the other side just says water resistant, but it doesn't really give any like depth or anything on it, so I'm not really counting on this one being super water resistant. It feels like pretty much just plastic. I'm sure the lens is just some type of plastic, you know, so I'd probably be a scratch magnet, but I think it's actually a halfway decent looking watch for $7. See if I can put it on here real quick. Now I feel like it's maybe, I don't know, I guess it need to be kind of adjusted for my hand here, but see if I can struggle to put this thing on. I've been spoiled for a long time. I have an Apple Watch, and it's kind of a way easier mechanism to latch the watch here. Takes 7 minutes of the video just watching me put a watch on, but there we go. Just get it kind of loose on there. There we go. But yeah, I mean, really, it's not that bad a looking watch. I don't think, you know, it's decent for $7. I wouldn't have no problem going down the store, going out shopping or something with this on the wrist. Now, like I said, when I set the time, I guess I'll have to see if it actually keeps time. But if it keeps time, I don't think it's a bad buy for $7. Should be pretty decent. I imagine this band will break in a little bit. You know, you could probably remove it and put your own on, but I'm not going to worry about that for this one. Let's see here. Next is a little waterproof and windproof lighter. So this is an arc lighter. It did come in a little box, and inside the box came with a little bit of like a lanyard here if you want to attach it there. And it also came with the micro USB charging cable. I'm kind of disappointed it's micro USB. I'm pretty much done with micro USB, but looks like I just picked up something else to add to them. You know, just says Explorer there on it. And then it has this little latch you can pull down, push it to open it up, and it does actually work. So I've never owned an arc lighter before. It does have a little bit of a gasket there, so it should be somewhat weather resistant. But you know, this one came in at, this one was fairly expensive, $8.48. I've never priced out arc lighters like on Amazon or something, so I don't know if this is a decent value or not. But I thought it might be decent for just lighting some of my little stoves when I'm out, you know, doing some hikes or something. And, you know, for $8, I'll give it a shot. And I guess that's it for the haul. Let's check these little pads. Oh yeah, they are warmed up pretty good. They actually got some pretty good heat to them. I would say that they are, gosh, I would say they're pretty similar to like a pair of hot hands. So they do feel pretty good. They might be not too bad. You know, I was kind of thinking like for the gloves, you know, if you were to put a glove on, depending on, you know, where your hands were cold or whatnot, you could stuff them, you know, right down into the glove. And they're not super hot where they're like going to scold you or anything. But yeah, they do fit down there. And I could already feel it warming up my hand quite a bit on the backside. You could probably stuff it down here on the front if you wanted it like kind of in your palm. Now the only thing is you'd have to run this. Obviously, if you're wearing a jacket or something, you would have a cord running up your jacket. But, you know, if you're going to be out for a while and you have a power bank, you could stick in your pocket, maybe even a smaller size one. Or if you want to put these like in your boots, you know, you could run it up your pant leg. And, you know, but they do work. So they're not extremely hot or anything. And they're not going to burn you by any means. But these ones, I don't know if I said the price on these. I think I did. These ones came in at $3.98 for these. So, yeah, I mean, if they did last for a little while, I imagine the connections are got to be a little bit careful with probably. But if they did last, you know, hot hands aren't that inexpensive. And, you know, if you're going to be out in the cold quite a bit, maybe investing in these might be worth it for $3 or basically $4. So that's all I got for this haul. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's any items here that you think would be beneficial. So we got the gloves, we got the little heaters, we got the air fryer parchment things. We got this little striker deal here, the arc lighter, cast iron cleaner, the egg poacher, the watch, the little Hero Clip clone, and this pouch. So all this stuff right here came in at $48. Let me know in the comments if you think any of this stuff would be useful for you. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.